You are not automatically a victim because you decided to bust your pussy open and become a baby mama.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new to the channel, of course hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So channel, one of the things I've talked about many times on this channel is the fact that a lot of women in the Black community are not honest about their stories, especially when it comes down to being a mother. If more women were honest about their situations, I believe that we could have, I guess, less situations being repeated, less baby mamas, like just the normalization of it, because so many Black women have made it seem like, oh, they were doing things this way and it didn't work out. No, the whole time you weren't doing anything right. You happened to live your life on the wild side and get pregnant and not care. You had no standards. You had no morals. You did whatever you wanted to do. And then whenever it comes down to trying to be accountable, you blame it on the man. Right. And that's a big issue in our community, that we are not honest about the role that we play in the way that our lives are. We are so quick to point a finger at the man, and he left me with the baby, and he was a bum before you got pregnant, and you knew that and you didn't care. Okay. Well, I'm gonna share this video of this woman talking about this and calling this out because it needs to be called out and it needs to be discussed to give our babies a chance to know that this ain't the life you want to live. Here's the video. Let's come back and talk about it.
Black girls are going to continue to become baby mamas instead of wives until Black women start taking accountability and being truthful with how they got in their situation. All of y'all did not get into the situation that you're in as a baby mama because you tried and he tricked you. However, I find that all of y'all want to run with the same exact narrative. Y'all forget that we see the way y'all live y'all's lives. We know the conversations that the families and your families are having with you. We see that you don't have a pot to piss in. We see that you already, before you had the baby, was all over the place. Even after the baby here, you still all over the place. People outside of the baby mamas know what's going on. It's just when the conversation comes up, the baby mamas want to deflect. Oh, well, we tried. Oh, some of us got poor because of trying to do this and do that. A lot of y'all were poor when you got pregnant. A lot of y'all did not try. You did not try. You did not require commitment. You didn't require anything from the man that you got pregnant by. Until y'all start being honest about this, until y'all start telling these little girls, look, I didn't require he had a house. I didn't require he had a job. I didn't require he had a decent family. These little girls are going to continue to do it and think that they're victims behind. You are not automatically a victim because you decided to bust your pussy open and become a baby mama. And it's really getting old. It's getting fucking old. Y'all keep saying nobody chooses to be a baby mama. Yes, the fuck y'all do. Opening up your legs and screwing, knowing you broke and he broke, is a choice. Letting him nut inside of you is a choice. And y'all have to stop, because only 7% of pregnancies are due to failed contraception. Y'all are horrible. Y'all are willingly getting pregnant by these niggas. Y'all think that it's cute when a nigga refer to you as his baby mama. Stop getting on this internet lying like you done tried and you didn't try.
She was spot on. Shout out to her. I love her so much. I love her content. She's always calling things out and speaking out against the wild, nasty, classless behaviors amongst the Black community, right? Specifically about Black women. As she said, you weren't trapped. He didn't trick you. You knew what it was. But in order to try to make your story seem like it wasn't your fault, what else are you going to say? He switched up. I didn't know. No, you were out there wild, free, opening your legs. You knew what it was. You didn't care. And instead of just being honest and saying, you know what, little girls, listen to me. This life ain't easy. Being a single mom ain't easy. This ain't fun. Close your legs. Have self-respect. Don't ignore the red flags. Use your discernment. We don't do that. All they tell you is, well, I did it. My baby growing up fine. It ain't even that hard. Being a single mom for some women may not be, as difficult as another woman, right? But it does not mean your child still doesn't deserve the best, which is two healthy parents. A stable household where they can come home to both their parents, hear both of their parents' advice, both of their parents' opinions. But because we continue to make it seem as though, oh, it ain't that bad, being a mom ain't that hard, you could do this, you don't need no dad, it's going to just continue to create all of this baby mama culture continuing to grow. Because you're looking at the older women who, I've said this before, are intimidated, who are jealous, who are envious of younger women. So they don't want to help them be better than them. They want to make them put them in bad situations. So they're never going to tell them the truth. They're going to set them up for failure because they have not gotten over the fact that their lives are screwed up. And if they, even their own daughters, even if they see their daughters trying to do things better than them, go further than them, they are going to try to stop them and make it seem as though, oh, you could have a baby by yourself. You don't need no man. What kind of mother would tell her daughter her child don't need a dad? Oh, we could take care of the baby. So my son or my daughter don't need a dad because I got my mom. So that's what they'll do. They want to, it's sad. But as she said, they don't want to be honest about how they're living. So that lack of honesty makes young girls watching young women grow up and think that this is cool. It ain't that big a deal. That's why so many young girls want to have a baby so young. They want to be a young mom. They want a baby to heal them. They want somebody who can save their life. This is how they paint these pictures for y'all when it comes to being a mom, and it is not that. Your child is not put on this earth to save your life. They are not put on this earth to be your healer. You have to do the work for yourself. But because Black women have normalized baby mama culture, IVF, doing it by yourself, having a baby, you don't need no dad, men are nothing, what's the point of having a father? Like all of this, all because they're trying to normalize and they know that they're online crying every day about how hard motherhood is. But that to them is like, oh, that's just a few women. No, a lot of them feel that way, but they're going to never be honest about how they got in that situation because they don't want to be accountable for what they chose. They knew who the man was and they did not care. And they kept sleeping with them, and they got pregnant. They didn't do anything to prevent it. But let them tell you, oh, he tricked me. I didn't know. You knew. And if more you try to avoid accountability, the more you're going to continue to have issues in your life. And that's what I want these young girls to understand. Be accountable. Because when you take accountability for your actions, you tend to not do the same thing over and over again because you know what you did was not right and I'm going to own up to it. I know that wasn't a good man to be with. I'm not going to keep choosing the same bad men. I'm not going to blame it on him. It was me. I knew who he was and I ignored it. I know I should have closed my leg. I'm not going to have another baby by another man that I don't even know. Why would I do that again? But let these women tell you that it's okay. It's not that big a deal. You could do it, mom. I did it. Why would you want that for these younger women? Why not help them be better than us who are older? But you have to be mature enough, be confident in who you are as a woman to want to see better for your community. And that's all I want. And I think this is the sad reality that will never change if they keep lying to these young women and young girls. But y'all know, as always, these are just my thoughts, just my opinions on this topic. Please share your thoughts on this topic. Drop it down below. Like the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.